Yo, what's up guys, it's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Class Setup series. Now today we're going to be covering the new LMG / shotgun hybrid that came out for season pass holders. Now for you guys that don't know, in case you didn't know, there's actually a new weapon and it is a pretty sick combination. It's a LMG and it's also a shotgun. You can mix them up. So it kind of works in the same fashion that we had the Ripper back in Call of Duty Ghosts, where you can actually switch between the two different styles at the push of the D-pad. So anyways, I will be gearing this entire episode towards the LMG side, but I will also be giving you guys suggestions on what attachments and stuff to run if you are using it as a shotgun, since it is a very viable shotgun to use. With that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. As always, if you do enjoy this episode, make sure to support the video by leaving a like and a favorite, especially if it does help you out, since it does get the video out there for more people to enjoy. And of course, if you are new, this is the first video you're watching. If you enjoy class setups, weapon comparisons, supply drop openings, and a whole bunch of content more, guys, then make sure to subscribe so you guys don't miss any content in the future. But anyways, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Now, first of all, we do have the primary weapon, which is going to be obviously the OHM. The attachments that you want to use on this guy are the stock, quick draw, and you want to use extended mags, and I'll explain why really quickly. It's an LMG, so you're moving out a little bit slower, and you want to be able to get this thing up and running as quickly as possible. You're going to be very slow when compared to an SMG, to an assault rifle, to shotguns. I really suggest stock, so you can move around when you're ADSing, you can strafe, quick draws to keep up with the other weapons, and then extended mags, because if you are using this as an LMG, it's going to kind of run out of ammo really quickly. So you want to be able to kind of make up for that difference and use extended mags. Of course, if you don't like the iron sights on this guy, I think the iron sights are perfectly acceptable, but if you don't like them, you can of course use the red dot sight and replace the extended mags. Now the perks that you want to be using is, first of all, low profile to keep you off the map, and lightweight, since it does allow you to move a lot more quickly considering this is an LMG. Now the perk that you want to use for your second tier is going to be blind eye. You can switch this up for anything that you want. I just use blind eye all the time since I hate when I'm targeted by score streaks, but if you want to use peripherals to look at the map even further, that is another really great perk to use. Now with that said, the last two perks that I would highly recommend are blast suppressor. Again, it does keep you off the map and makes it so you can jump around and be as quiet as possible, and I would recommend as your second perk to be toughness. Now normally I do say scavenger, but this is an LMG. You're probably going to die before you go through the entire amount of ammo that it does have, but if you're someone who is frequently running out of ammo, by all means go ahead and use scavenger. But as an LMG, I highly recommend toughness, since it does have quite a bit of considerable recoil, and this just makes it so it's easier for you to stay on point. Now with that said, of course you are going to need the wild cards: perk 1 greed, perk 3 greed, and of course primary gunfighter for all of the attachments you're going to be using. And that really only leaves you with one more slot for a score streak if you want to use it, or you can use an exo ability, an exo launcher, a secondary. Again, it all depends on what you want to do at that last point. Now with that said, guys, I do want to give you guys a couple of recommendations if you are going to be using this guy as a shotgun. If you are using it as a shotgun, I recommend, instead of the other 3 attachments that I said, using the attachment laser sight and advanced rifling. As for the perks, I would keep them all the same, the only one being that you can switch out toughness for something else. And also I do want to mention, guys, that I would switch out the second perk for Gung Ho. The reason being that this new recent update that hit Xbox actually made it so Gung Ho makes it so your hip spread is a little bit tighter. So if you want to use that, go ahead. It also makes it so you can shoot while you're running. It's a great perk to use if you're going to be using a shotgun. Switch out your toughness for this one, since you really don't need it with a shotgun. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Ultimate Class Setup. If you guys enjoyed it and it helped you out, make sure to support the video by leaving a like and a favorite. It does get the content out there, helps the channel grow a ton. And of course, if you are new and this is the first video you're watching, I do class setups, weapon comparisons, elite face-offs, supply drop openings. If any of that sounds interesting to you, then make sure to subscribe. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think of the OHM so far if you have it. And thank you, guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.